Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Hadidi Makeovers. So for today we are going to be doing the halo eyes effect. So if you're new here, please don't forget to like, subscribe and also comment. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So for today we are going to be starting off by cleaning her face. I used the micellar cleansing water to clean her face, and yeah, you want to make sure you use the micellar cleansing water because you want to take off old makeup, and you want her face to be all toned down, and that's it guys. So moving on, after allowing her skin to dry off, like not to dry, to make sure the water settles in, that's hydrating her skin. At the same time, I'll be drawing her brows using the Davis pencil number 18, and I'll be starting by just drawing strokes and then outlining after drawing the strokes. Then I'll be using the brow tint, my random brow tint. So moving on, I'm going to be using the Ferrarucci concealer, the lightest shade there on the palette. I'll be using that to do her brow bone. Then I'll be going in with the concealer in the shade Fawn to do her inner and the outer part of her brows. And then after doing that, I'm going to be blending that out simply and easily. So guys, using my blending brush, I'll be blending that out smoothly. So you want to make sure you get that right whenever you're blending your concealer, the outer part of your concealer or the inner part of the concealer. Whenever you're blending it out, you want to make sure you avoid harsh lines, harsh edges. So yeah, you blend out smoothly, so when you apply your foundation, everything just goes in and blend in seamlessly, and that. So you people were asking me to do a makeup on on an oily skinned person. So my model here has oily T-zone. That means from her forehead down her nose, then to her chin. I'm going to be using the Stay Matte Rimmel London. If you have Ponds, you can use that. As far as the skin is hydrated, it won't be too dry. So you just apply the Stay Matte mattifier. I applied that on her T-zone, then moved her ahead to apply the moisturizer on the other part of the face, and that's it guys. So I'm going to be moving on to doing the upper part of her brows using the shade Fawn. You want to make sure you get that too. You have to be careful. I don't know, but me, whenever I'm doing the brows, I make sure I take my time because this is the center of attention. Any makeup artist that is looking at your makeup, or any other person that is that wants to see how good you are, that person looks at your makeup, the brows first, to see how far. Even though you don't know how to blend eyeshadow or apply lipstick, they'll look at the brows and then how you do your skin work. So you guys have to take your time doing all these two parts first before you move on. And yeah, so I decided to use my Fawn, the shade Fawn, for the upper part of the brows. Some people were asking me if they can use foundation for the brows. Yes, of course you can use foundation for the brows, the lower and the upper part of the brows. I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to do a very simple day-to-day makeup on maybe a client or even on yourself. So let's move on, guys. After I'm done with the upper part of the brows, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade Warm on her skin, 108. That's 108 in the shade Warm on her skin. I'm going to be blending that out. I love the way this foundation melts into the skin. Gosh, there is a difference in how expensive. Some people will be like, foundation, is it not foundation? Like, you don't expect to use Fenty Beauty and still get the same result you get from other foundations, like let's say low priced foundation. You don't want to see the difference. That is how it works. The more how expensive it is, that is how the quality is, guys. See how it's covering her spot and everything, and it still melts down into the skin. I am done blending my foundation. I told you guys not to worry about the skin or the neck or anything like that. My lightening is too bright, and I focus my lightening on the face so that you guys will watch every detail and every part of the makeup carefully. So to highlight her face, I'm going to be going in with the shade Creamy Beige on her skin. For her highlight, sorry, the LA Girl concealer in the shade Creamy Beige on her face, like under her eyes, the bridge of her nose, her chin, her cupid bow, and also on her forehead. But before I move on, I'm going to be using the shade Fawn for the outer part of the highlight, because I don't want it to be too harsh. You will see how this blends in. And guys, using an expensive foundation, you see how using a foundation like Fenty Beauty, let me not say expensive, there are more other expensive foundations too that can do this. So you see how even though you are highlighting, it still melts in together with your foundation. To do it. So guys, yeah, and can you see, so effortlessly, seamlessly, is that the English? So let's move on. And after I'm done with blending my highlight, I'm going to be using the Milani powder in the shade Medium to set her highlights. I'm just setting her highlight, and before you do this, you want to make sure you blend out all the creasing up and all that under the eyes. You don't want it to have any breaking or any creasing up under the eyes, so you have to make sure you get that right. And then yeah, let's move on. After I'm done with the highlight, I'm going to be going in with the Lady V Powder Palette Cosmetics to contour her nose. If you notice this side, it is contoured, and you see a little bit of a lift that it just gives the nose now, making it slimmer. So after I'm done doing the nose contour, I'm going to be going in with my Espon setting powder to set under the eyes, to set my highlight, sorry, and then using the Lady V powder palette cosmetics to set the whole face. Can you see how smooth her skin is looking? So after that, let's move on to the eyes. I'm going to be making sure I blend the eyes smoothly. Then I'll be applying the benign clown white eye primer. So I'm going to be applying the benign clown white eye primer on her crease, like all over the crease, because I want it to get to everywhere. So as you can see, I'm going to be using the Zikel. So moving on, I'm going to be using the Zikel eyeshadow palette to do the eyes. So for the halo eyes effect, you want to what we mean by the halo eyes effect is two sides will be darker and the middle part of the eyes is going to be very light. So you want to make sure you are careful when you're doing the blending. When you're doing the inner part of the contour, you don't want to get to your nose contour and then end up messing everything up together with your nose contour. That's how your nose is just going to be looking dark with eyeshadow. So what I do is I use a smaller brush, do a lighter dark shade first before I go in with the darkest shade. Can you see that I used a coffee brown color first, then I went in with the black color just to make sure I have a control over what I am doing. So can you see the blend? I'm going to be blending that. I'm making sure I do the transitioning with a lighter shade, not a darker shade, because I want it smoked out. I don't want the eyes to be all black, and I can't, so that I wouldn't be able to control how it looks. So for the middle part of the eyes, I'm going to be adding more eyeshadow primer, just to make sure the lighter shade pops very well. So because of what she's wearing, I'm going to be using a burnt orange shade from the Mood Beauty eyeshadow palette. Can you see the shade I am using? Yeah, it's very pigmented, guys. This eyeshadow is pigmented, so I got it from Mood Beauty Nigeria. So it pops, as you can see, the eyeshadow pops very well. I just used a golden shade on it, and then boom. Can you see how beautiful her eyes are looking? So after that, whenever I'm done with the eyes, I move ahead to set my brow bone. I use the lighter shade of powder to set the brow bone. I'm going to be blending that out smoothly. Yeah, so the other eyes is done. Then I'm going to be going in with my 3X mascara, then applying that on her lashes, taking off the eyeshadow fallout and all that. See the way I apply my mascara? I love doing it like this so that I can have control. The way I'm applying my mascara, I love doing it like this first so that I can have control in how or whatever fallout is on her lashes. Then I'll move on and apply it the normal way. So after that, I'm going to be going in with the Wink Eyelashes Nigeria. This eyelashes is in Wishes. Okay, so tip for today is, if you know you are not applying eyeliner and you're fixing the lashes, you make sure you apply your mascara very well. Make sure you paint your lashes very well to take off the eyeshadow fallout on her natural lashes before you apply your eyelashes. So hope you guys understand. If you don't understand, just get to me on the comment section and I'll explain more. So after I'm done with the lashes, I'm going to be applying eyeliners. The Zaron eyeliner, I applied that on her waterline. Then we'll move on to the lips. I used my Get Gorgeous highlighter on her cupid bow before I'm going to be lining her lips with a brown color, with a brown eyeliner gel, eyebrow gel, sorry. So after I'm done lining her lips, so I'm going to be using the brown eyeliner gel to line her lips. After I'm done lining her lips, this is just to give the lips a base, like you want to outline the shape of her lips. That is why I always use a dark color under the lips before I move on to the main lip color. So I'm going to be going in with the classic 24 hours lip stain in nude. I'm going to be applying that on the middle part of her lips. This is also a base for the lipstick. Then to blend it in, I'm going to be topping the dark brown lips with the shade Cocoa Bean, the classic lip stain in Cocoa Bean. I'm going to be shading the outer part of it. So after I'm done with that, I'm going to be going in with the Oriflame orange lipstick to top it up with that, just to give it that orange luscious look. Who is loving this lip color? If you do, please don't forget to indicate down below and don't forget to share this video. So after I'm done with this, I'm going to be going in with the classic lip gloss in the orange color lip gloss and also in the clear lip gloss. I'm going to be, all those lipsticks are from Classic Makeup Cosmetics. So I'm going to be applying the orange shade on the inner part of her lips. Then I'll be using the clear lip gloss on the outer part of her lips. So you guys get the idea of what I'm doing. I don't want to use the orange lip gloss on the outer part because I don't want it to be all colored. I want it to have the ombre effect. So I'm going to be using the clear lip gloss. That's the colorless lip gloss on the outer part of the lips. Then I used the orange shade lip gloss on the inner part of the lips so that it will have a difference. Or another tip for today, you can do this whenever you're applying your lip gloss on your full-blown lipstick. So guys, can you see how beautiful her lips turned out? If you love this lip color, indicate down below, guys. So after I'm done with the lips, I'm going to be taking off her setting powder using the Lady V Powder Palette Cosmetics. Guys, you need to see this makeup real life. It was sitting beautifully on her skin. Can you see how pretty she's looking? So I'm going to be taking that off, then making sure I set everywhere perfectly. So who loves this makeup? So I'm going to be using the Girls Night Out blush palette, all-time favorite. I'm going to be using the orangey shade just to give it a little bit of drama. So guys, you love this makeup, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, me and my model. I'm going to be going in with the Get Gorgeous highlighter, all-time favorite again. Going to be applying that on her cheekbones. Can you peep that glow? Like, there's something about this foundation, it melts into the skin, it looks like her skin, guys. So can you see how I am bronzing that out? Yeah, I'll be asking her to smile then doing this. I'm going to be applying it on the tip of her nose, her forehead, and then on her chin. So you want to set it very well with your powder, and then we move on to smudging under her eyes. I'll be using the Ezekiel eyeshadow palette to do that. I'll be using the shades I use for my transitioning to smudge under her eyes, just to give it a little bit of a drama. As you can see, we are done with the under eyes, the under part of her eyes, and yeah, let's move on to setting her face. So you don't want to apply the mascara under the eyes yet. You want to set the face. So I'm going to be using the Pineapple Cosmetic Setting Spray with the Kiss Beauty Setting Spray. Can you see this? The Pineapple Cosmetics will help give me what Ferrarucci setting spray does, like to seal up the makeup. This is a seal it setting spray, while the Kiss Beauty setting spray is just there to set the makeup. So there's a difference between, to set my makeup and then to seal the makeup. So there's a difference between setting sprays. Some setting sprays are there to seal your makeup, while some are there to set your makeup. So I'll be doing a tutorial on that too, so that you guys will understand. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to turn on your notification bell. This is Hadidi Makeovers once again. And guys, this top band tutorial will be up on Thursday, inshallah. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye.